The 7 most dangerous cities in the world. We love to think that the world is a safe place and that we are good to go wherever we choose, but it's just not the case in many places. As you know, there are some cities across the world that are more dangerous than others. When it comes to travel, it's imperative that you are cautious in choosing a destination and that you make an effort to choose destinations that are safe for you and your family. With that in mind, we have several cities across the world that are rated the most dangerous cities to visit, and we recommend you stay away from these cities. Teresina, Brazil. We have 20 cities on this list and 10 of them are cities in Brazil. And while the country is beautiful, it's a good idea to only visit places that are considered safe and very public. Venturing out of your safe zone or comfort zone in Brazil is a dangerous concept as you might encounter issues such as cities like Teresina, which boast more murders than just about any other city in the world. It's not exactly an attraction highlight. St. Louis, Missouri. The only American city on the list is St. Louis, and that does not say very much for this city. We all know it's quite dangerous because of its high crime rate and its very high drug use issues, but to be considered one of the 19 most dangerous cities in the world is an honor no city wants to have. Americans can be thankful that it's the only city on the list from our great nation, but it still doesn't bode well for St. Louis. Belém, Brazil. When you think of Brazil, you probably think of things like beaches and sun and tropical weather. You don't think of murder and mayhem, but that is precisely what you will find when you make the decision to visit Belém, which is why we recommend you don't. This is a dangerous city for residents as well as visitors, and it's one of the most crime-laden cities in the world. A peaceful family vacation is not something you'll find much of visiting this city. Salvador, Brazil. Salvador is not the most dangerous city in Brazil, but it's not exactly known for its beauty and its peaceful residents. In fact, there are more murders here than many other cities in the world, which makes it quite dangerous. What you will find in this particular Brazilian city is police officers with guns everywhere you look, drug dealers, gang members and others that are looking to do you harm and not any good. Cuiabá, Brazil. Riddled with drug dealers and criminals, Cuiabá is not a safe city. It's not a place in which you want to find yourself alone or even with your family, particularly if you look anything like a tourist. While many of the residents here are happy to go about their daily lives, it's because they know where to go, what to avoid and how to prevent themselves from becoming a victim. But still, nearly 1% of all the people who live here will be murdered at some point in their lives, and that's just not something you want to deal with. Vitória, Brazil. A very common sight in Vitória is the sight of police standing guard in places to prevent violence. This is an area very well known for its high murder rate. In fact, nearly 57 people out of every 100,000 will end up dead thanks to someone who doesn't want them alive anymore. It's not something that many people are willing to discuss, but there is a very high crime rate here and it's dangerous for not only residents but especially for visitors in this South American city.